reading a letter from somebody I know who has been incarcerated and is waiting to be judged through a temptation that is never took place, but yet he's in prison waiting, in jail, waiting to be sentenced. And we're praying that he will get off because of he never had a record. He's been clean, never has had anything. He's been raised in a wonderful Christian home and loves the Lord with all of his heart, but the temptations of the devil are out there today. Could be you or I. Let's the grace of God. Let's read what he says. I'm sharing this with you from my heart. God's grace and mercy has been abundantly clear the entirety of my time here. He's been teaching me and showing me how to rely on him in every circumstance. Even as I find myself tempted in times to lean on myself rather than him, God has remained faithful to me to keep me in the palm of his hand, lovingly removes whatever I plan to trust in that is not of him. How easily we are tempted to idolatry, which is a sin of looking other directions rather than up to God. How little that seems in our world today, but it's a big thing in the eyes of God. And being imprisoned, he has learned and he shared how important it is, how easily we are tempted to idolatry. Let us all come to the realization that any time we put our faith in anything else in this world rather than Christ, and trust in that thing rather than Christ, it is a form of idolatry. How much and how dark our world has become because of this one particular sin of idolatry. There's much idolatry in so many of our lives. None of us are cleansed and clean and perfect and pure. But we look to God and we trust him to keep us on that right path, that narrow road. Trusting and believing also they would hold us as well in the palm of his hand, turning us away from the temptations of this world and the way the enemy targets us in this last hour that we're living on the earth, these latter days. Be prayed up and be totally ready, because God wants to see your life looking up to him and trusting in him rather than anybody or anything else. Trust in the Lord with all that.